Best magnesium for sleep on Zepbound weight loss. Hi friends, I'm Elizabeth, Countess of Shopping. I have lost 88 pounds over the last 16 months of being on Mounjaro because of the Mounjaro shortage, on Zepbound because of the Zepbound shortage, now on the Zepbound compound tirzepatide, and have had the privilege of being on GLP-1 medication for 16 months and have tested over and over and over different ways to help with my sleep. Because I don't know about you, I am a mom, I'm a wife, I'm a serial entrepreneur, and this chickadee runs at a high cadence and rhythm, so I really do love my sleep quite a bit. And so I have been testing the best magnesium for sleep literally for months and months and months and months now. And so I want to go back. I have an Oura ring, which has been very helpful to test my sleep. This was my sleep. I got a sleep score of 68. You can see the date on it in October of 2023, before a different magnesium type I was taking. I was taking a magnesium that had one type of magnesium on it. I bought it from Amazon. I don't buy my supplements from Amazon anymore. But this was one night worth of sleep back in October. It's now June when I'm filming this. So gosh, what is that, 8 months ago? 7.5, depending like on the weeks. Here's another, shortly around that, I got a 65, fair, not good sleep. I have switched over to, I had originally bought the Amazon product, and I'm not going to disparage that company brand name by saying what it specifically was, but I have switched over back around the holiday season in 2023 because someone had recommended a magnesium type. It's called BIOptimizers that has 7 types of magnesium in it. And this is my new sleep score. These are my sleep scores. I'm getting good sleep now, huh? Look at that increase. I'm at an 84, which is great. This was from, that was from 2 nights ago. This was from 3 nights ago. 86, optimal level of sleep. You can see, woo! And so it's taken a hot second of me adjusting, but using BIOptimizers for the best magnesium for sleep and honestly anxiety. It's helped. I don't know if you fall in that category of having anxiety and being anxious. I certainly do, of having both. And on this weight loss journey of having Zepbound, being on Zepbound and on Mounjaro and losing, I mean, a ton of weight, it's crazy. I've had to change a lot of my habits and to make these permanent lifestyle changes, including food, physical activity, but also under those has been things like sleep. But in terms of the food changes I've made and the physical activity changes I've made, I've started to work out. Woo! And I've done other videos on that, so I'm not going to cover too much of it in this video, but started off just walking, that evolved to wall Pilates, and then wall, which I love. And then wall Pilates evolved to doing lifting, and now I'm actively lifting and walking each day, which has been amazing. And so with that, has been so helpful for my body, but needing muscle recovery that magnesium provides, which I'll talk about a little bit more detail here in a minute. But the reason why I love BIOptimizers is it helps me to fall asleep faster. And you can see, let me go back to one of my sleep studies here. Fall asleep faster, stay asleep for longer, and have more peaceful resting sleep. I'm really, really happy about this. And also my beats per minute down there is 81. It actually was previously higher too. So that's helped as well. But while I'm sleeping, I'm going to sleep faster. Like I used to just sit there and grind over and over and over and over. And since switching over, and that's been my main switch is having a magnesium right before I go to sleep. I end up taking before I go to bed 2 of the BIOptimizers. And here's the size of, some people are like, what are the size of the pills? Don't worry, they're not honkers. They're nice size pills. 2 of those before I go to sleep. And I drift off. I call it my Disney sleep, like Princess and the Pea sleep. I sleep so well. And I noticed it. I mean, a substantial difference with my sleep. This to me is crazy that I have like the data to show like, oh my goodness, it's going from a 68 fair and sleeping such a short period of time. I could not. I'd be like, body, just please shut down. And so now using with BIOptimizers, because of the 7 types of magnesium, it has something in there as in terms of the scientific component, because y'all know I love me some science. And so it has in there magnesium increases GABA, G-A-B-A, and that encourages relaxation on a cellular level, which is critical for sleep. And so for me, I noticed this, it's like a deep exhale of taking magnesium. And it didn't happen overnight. Like I started taking it, there was like a building point with magnesium, but the deep sleep benefits for me have been noticeable, have been real. And honestly, I need to have that sleep now that I am working out and doing the workouts, I mean, I'm lifting, I'm walking, I'm doing all these things. Having that sleep is paramount for cellular recovery, so I can work out, so I can move more. And also, because weight loss is a stressor, right? Like it's a stressor on the body, having that relaxation. Now, of course, with GLP-1 medication, for me, my experience, strength, and hope, and I'm not a healthcare provider, I will always punch you back to your healthcare provider. But the best magnesium for sleep and anxiety has been through BiOptimizer because it's helped me with that anxiety piece too. It's helped with that unwind. So I can do other things like meditation. For me, there's a couple of things that help me with my anxiety. And supporting that stress management that magnesium also provides as well. In addition, magnesium does help with blood pressure and normal heart rhythms too, which has been really, really helpful, which has been always been a primary concern for me. And I can monitor that on my Oura ring, which is helpful to see the correlation on that too. But having sleep goes beyond just the weight loss, goes beyond that, is for me is also the productivity piece. As a businesswoman and as a wife and a mom too, I want to be the best wife I can be, the best to the count, and to the best mom to the Duke. And so being productive in a given day so I can devote, when I'm done with work, I can take my work hat off, my attention to my family, being able to be productive because I've had a good night's rest. When I was not sleeping well back in fall, and this was going on for a while, to be fair, it was transitioning from being morbidly obese. I was still obese at this point, and now I'm considered overweight, which, by the way, can we just talk about, this is considered overweight by BMI standards. By BMI standards, literally this is overweight. Like, it kills me. I'm like, are you kidding me? But it is. I'm still technically overweight, even lost 88 pounds. But going from this sleep and having that change to be able to fall asleep faster, but then once I'm sleeping, I'm not waking up like, I used to wake up with my eyes wide open. I wish there was oh, you can see right there. You can see the pockets of where I'm not sleeping. You see that? There's like on the blue line right here of where I'm waking up. You can see right there a big wake up. I would wake up and I'm like, am I going into menopause? Am I going into menopause? And that's one of the cool parts about magnesium too, is it's helping with the science component. And again, I'm not a big science person. Like I don't have that. I don't like to tote that because I'm not a healthcare provider. But I do know from what BiOptimizers tells me, and also from magnesium research, and because they're the leader in magnesium, in my humble opinion, that it goes through and talks about the different components for estrogen and your hormones if you go through those, testosterone and things like that. So let me go over to my next point that I wanted to share with you, because I think it's really important to talk about this, is my previous magnesium just had one type in it. And several viewers, and also another influencer who I absolutely love, had recommended BiOptimizers. But several viewers first were like, Elizabeth, why are you taking one type of magnesium when you could take 7 in here? And I get these directly off of bioptimizers.com/queen. When you use the discount code queen, you can get an extra 10% off of your order. I absolutely love using this, and I bought their product to test out. If you go back to October, I mean, go back. You can see right there, I'm desperate. I'm tired. I'm sleepy at this point, and I was still was considered obese at that point too. I believe, yeah, still considered obese with doing this. And so being able to make these changes now, like, what a gift. What a gift. My pockets are significantly shorter. Part of that too, by the way, is the dog woke up in the middle of the night. Like, let's just be clear, the dog for that particular one has woke me up. But the pockets are shorter. It's not like you can see over here. It would be like an hour. Look at that. I mean, that's more than an hour. Like, I'd get on my phone. I'd go in my free encouragement group and like start answering people's questions, because we have thousands of people in that amazing support group. If you're looking for some great support, but you can see in here, like, I have these huge pockets, and now it's just like a little wake up and roll over. And it's usually the dog woke me up, or my kid came in, or the count snoring. The count doesn't snore. The count's not snoring. But having that muscle recovery too, to help aid in my workouts, which thus is helping with anxiety too, right? Like, it's all this, like, you know, those little circles that overlap together. It's like those little those overlapping circles. What are those called? Venn diagrams? No, that's not what it's called. But where there's the overlap of it is because I have the muscle recovery, I can work out. And because I work out, it helps with my anxiety. And so the best magnesium for anxiety for me, and that's just my experience, strength, and hope. The main thing in this video I wanted to focus in on was sleep. But I do think these byproducts of knowing, like I just had no idea. I had no idea. You don't know what you don't know. And for me, learning about different types of magnesium is super, super helpful. And that it's worked. And I have the data to show that it's worked, of making that transition into now taking it for a long time. It's been so helpful and so easy, like so simple and so easy to have. Now, did you know, by the way, that 70% of people have a magnesium deficiency? So share this video with your bestie. Make sure you hit that share button if you haven't already done so, and go to bioptimizers.com/queen. Use the discount code queen. I will link it down in the description link below. And that way you can just have the easy hyperlink. We do a couple things here at Countess of Shopping of where I want to be accountable with you. What are you doing today to move you closer to your goals? Tell me down in the comments below. And then number 2, your emoji of the day is going to be sleep. It's going to be sleep. That is going to be your emoji. And why do I do emojis? It helps me to let you know if you've made it this far in the video, you probably like the content. So I want to get to know you better because I truly do care about you and I care about your journey. I have a ton of free stuff for you, a free meal plan that was dietitian created. That's also down in the description link below. A free encouragement group and a ton of free stuff for you. A free blog on countessofshopping.com with tons of articles to help you on your GLP-1 journey, whether you're on Mounjaro weight loss, Zepbound weight loss, Wegovy weight loss, tirzepatide or semaglutide. I've got a ton of resources for you for free, that you can go ahead and take advantage of. But make sure you put that emoji down below. And with that, I will also pray over you. If you don't believe in prayer, no worries. I will uplift you in positive thought. But I was fascinated with, when I started going through my own data, from going from this to this. I'm super stoked about that. I mean, that just makes me happy. Optimal sleep, queen. Slay. Slay. So go ahead and snag your BIOptimizers. Get your magnesium breakthrough. In my humble opinion, it truly is the best magnesium out there for sleep, particularly if you're having a the magnesium deficiency. Learning about that completely made a lot of sense. It made a lot of sense why I wasn't sleeping as well, while I wasn't having muscle recovery, while I was so tired. And many of you have, which I had, that fatigue that comes with GLP-1 medication. But in hindsight, the severe fatigue that I had, I'm wondering if part of it was a byproduct of not sleeping well because of my magnesium deficiency. So all I know is I'm sleeping well now. And I got the data to prove it, literally from October 2023 now to June 2024. What a big difference BIOptimizers has made for me. And they do have a bunch of other products. I'm not going to talk about them in today's video, but know that I love all of their other stuff too. And my family does as well. Selling the count, we're going to go have a little coffee break, and we're going to be using one of the BIOptimizers products in our coffee here in a little bit. But sweet friends, be kind to yourself, be kind to others. I'm Countess of Shopping. Count my blessings because life is delicious. I look forward to seeing you guys again next time. Have a great day. Bye, guys.